What's going on, guys? It's Rengar PhD here, back with another video. We're continuing the climb today. We started Silver 4. We are now 6-0 at this point, I think. So yeah, this is game 7 of the climb. Taking Rengar as high as we can go on my ult account here. We're getting in mostly plat games at this time. As you can see, we're currently Silver 1, 40 LP. Getting 30 LP a win. I'd imagine it's about 10 for a loss, but we don't have one yet, so don't know. We're playing into Volibear and Yuumi, so just looking at this draft, I know that anti-heal is a must already. They don't have any super tanks. Volibear will be tankier than us, but he won't have enough health to warrant a Lord Doms, so we're going Mortal Reminder for sure. I know that for a fact. Other than that, probably Serpents as well for all the Yuumi shields. We got our ward down as usual on the Raptors. So we'll find out where Lily has started shortly, and then, as we do every game, we will be invading. Because that is what you want to do on Rengar. There's very few champions that are hard to invade, especially if you get to jump on them. We lost one of the baby Krugs, unfortunate, but won't be a big deal. She hasn't showed up on her Raptors yet, which means she started bot side. She should be showing up on them about right now. There she is. Got her flash. So we're not going to overstay and try to do too much here. We're going to happily accept her buff and move on. We've also got Scuttle pretty locked up here. Unfortunately, we couldn't really help our cast there. Maybe I could have gotten off the Scuttle. That Volibear still has a lot of health though. He's trying to crash that. He's overstaying, so now we can walk at him, maybe. Alright, so he's gonna get away there. My Cassiopeia pinged that he had no flash, and then he just flashed. So, that kinda sucks. If he actually flashed earlier like she said he did, then we would have gotten that kill, and I would have never flashed for it. So I don't know what she was seeing there, but she was incorrect. Yeah, that is going to be a rough lane. I'm honestly not sure how Cassiopeia gets outspaced by Volibear. Or more like she should be outspacing him. I'm not sure how Volibear is able to get on him. Best play for me is going to just be to play bot side. We're going to see if Lilia's camps are up here. Can actually go back to my Gromp here. Put a caution ping there because we know Lilia's going to be moving to Krugs. So we'll take this right here and then we'll reset. I'll just ping Cass to be careful. She's already very behind. We know that Lilia's up there. Yep. I don't think it's worth for me to come to this. She's dead. Up, Cassiopeia's OP. She actually played that really nicely. That's what I expected Cassiopeia to do to Volibear from the beginning. Way's kind of getting into something here. Alright, we'll take our kill there. Wave is decent. Well, not really. But I can't stay and push that. Got 6 now. We lost a good chunk of our health though. So bot gank might not be in the cards right now. Tristana does a lot of good burst damage. Ping Hoi to be careful. Could get roamed on here. I can go into the river somewhat safely here. And I'm just going to back again. We're not going to go hubris. Mid's behind in CS, but he's not down in XP, so doing just fine. Cassiopeia is starting to scale. Ooh, I might need to come mid here, actually. I'll try to get her here. Didn't need to flash there. I probably could have actually won that if I played it better. As in getting a kill. I want to be ganking bot. That's Rengar's favorite place to gank. But every time I've had my ult up and I've been kind of near the river, something's gone down. So I kind of just got to take what the game's given me. They're losing bot, which sucks. I'd like to save my next ult for going bot. I'm zoning off Mel here. That's intentional. So when I ult like that, it causes Mel to not be able to walk up. And then what I can do is I can turn and jump on someone else, like Lily or Volibear. And then it's a 3-on-2 and I get to one-shot Lilia. So that was the way you want to play those situations. If I don't ult there, Mel just gets to walk up through the river, and then it's kind of a flip. It's just a 3-on-3 flip. So make yourself any advantage that you can get. Actually, I'm going to go Hubris. I didn't want to go Hubris when I was 1-0, but I'm more inclined to go Hubris now that I'm 3-0. Lily, you're running bot, so I'm gonna... Okay, Tristana's back now. Wei hit a nice ult here. I'm dead. Yeah. Mel actually does quite a lot of damage, unfortunately. I should have blast coned out this way. Giving a shutdown to Mel isn't ideal. So, that was my mistake. But, bot's starting to win now, which is awesome. The only real problem is this Mel, and I can one-shot her very easily, as long as I don't throw my whole combo into her reflect. Cass is officially very ahead. So I'm going to keep not going top. I should have bought a Tiamat here. I think I'm going to turn it into serpents though. This Dirk. This Lily is actually farming decent, or rather I'm not. Done a lot of ganking this game. I'm gonna get in the bush for a lane gank. I have a feeling that Lily is gonna come here. Oh, Lily is not here. For Free dragon. We see Lilia top. Sweet. And now we're gonna look in Lilia's jungle for some camps. Scare her off a little bit there. Don't want her to all-in Jhin. Lilia's looking in my jungle for camps, but there are none. Can actually do here is look for Mel. And we're just gonna juke her out. I'll let my team finish her off. When you're Rengar, especially when you're in an open place, kind of like that jungle or in a river or something, you always just want to kind of scan around and be aware of things that you could jump to. Like I knew Mel was running to this bush, so I knew I could flash into the bush and then jump to the plant. Because it wouldn't be very smart of me to keep running upwards, because then it's, you know, Lily is, I'm isolating myself from my team, right? I'm running away from my team. So then Lilia can track me down. I'm just gonna go straight to this Rift Herald. They're all showing bot side. Team's starting to rotate over now. I'm gonna go to Lilia's red. Oh, I'm gonna converge here actually. Okay. I thought Cassiopeia would step up with me a little bit. We might just be able to burst her before she was able to do that to me. Wrong idea there. They also died 2v1 bot. Pink has to be careful here. She's kind of overstaying and she's got Lilia on her flank. Ping that my R is up in 12. Can't really get on Tristana right now. Okay, she used jump. That's just annoying, is what that is. Oh, Jhin, yeah. Gonna need serpents this game before I can reliably one-shot Tristana Yuumi. Normally I wouldn't wait this much gold, but it's a huge power spike. Cass is going in too early. Alright, we finally lived a Mel combo. I never thought I'd see the day. I think Edge of Night's going to be really nice this game. So, probably not going to build much crit this game. I don't think it's going to be an Infinity Edge game. We have a lot of lethality items to buy, as well as Mortal Reminder. Alright, we've got stacks, so we can look to play something. Maybe I can play top here. No, she's dead. No vision around here, so that's nice. My bot lane played that all wrong. If they would have stepped up to that bush and then made it so Lilia didn't have an escape. That would have been really good. Now we just need to leave. They would have forced Lilia into me if they walked up here and chased her this way. But instead they backed off. I have the Herald, but I haven't really had a good time to drop it. I might just drive it bot. I'm actually gonna take it through the jungle. Gonna zone Mel off while the Herald charges. Oh, Herald did not charge, but that's okay. They're all here, so we're gonna back off. Pretty good. We need to walk away though. That was good. Very good. Ping him off. Got dragon. Reset. Drag. Telling them what's on my mind here. I just want to reset. I want our whole team to reset, buy items, come back to this dragon, win a dragon fight. There's serpents. Now we're getting mortal. And we'll finish it off with Edge of Night. That'll be the build. We got our hubris ticking right now, so we're pretty strong. With Serpents, I think we could probably jump on Tristana right now and kill her. But it's a little risky. We don't want to throw away Dragon for a Might. However, if I ping my team to go here, it should be safe. Is my team gonna cover me here? Sort of. I'll hit the vision plant for them. That's not good. It's gonna be really hard for me to walk up here. I'm gonna have to slow that Volibear. Okay. My team overchased the Lilia. We don't have any vision, so this is really tough to walk into, especially with Mel. Exactly. Might just have to try to reset, ping my team off. Ideally, we would have just taken my Tristana pick and walked away, but the team decided to chase Lilia, and then we didn't even get her. So that's why that went so badly. Ideally, I just wanted to get Tristana there, like we did, and then we just turn on Dragon. Make it really hard for them to walk in. I don't think Baron is a good idea. Not yet. We're gonna need a pick or something. We can't just start it. I'm a little wary of this call. Lilia's here. I don't think we can finish this. Can't get anything out of this. That's why I don't like doing Baron when they're all up and they all know we're doing Baron, because it's just flip, right? Like, I'm gonna do my best to smite it, of course, you know, but it's kind of flip, right? If she flashes in at the right time, which she did, then, you know, both of us are gonna do a little damage and then we're both gonna smite, and it's kind of just 50-50. So I'm not a fan of doing Baron just a straight 5v5 when they know we're on it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So just a tip for you guys, doing a Baron like we just tried to do, kind of risky. In your own games, I wouldn't recommend it. My team already committed to the Baron, so I was kind of forced to. But if the sole decision was mine, I wouldn't have done it. Let's tell Jin we're going in here. Goodbye. As you can see, we're at the point now where we can just one-shot Tristana through Yuumi. I don't know why our team had to do this, though. No raptors available. See if we can clear some vision. Got my stacks if she decides to sleep me. I don't think she has it though. That was a perfect time to kill Mel. She was isolated from her team. She was trying to group up with them. I had to double W there, so I didn't get bursted and then flash out. And now Mel's dead for dragon. But if my team's gonna overstay mid and die, then we're not gonna get dragon. But they got her, thankfully. Would have been a very big throw there. Now dragon's free. I'm gonna ping them to be careful here. This isn't a good idea. Our Cassiopeia is sadly just splitting and then permadying. But we've put ourselves in a very good position. We're fed. I can afford Edge of Night after this little clear. In games like this, it's actually pretty useful sometimes for Rengar to split push. The only problem with this game, though, is they've got a Volibear who will absolutely just schmeat me without a second thought or remorse. So, side lane's kinda not good. But if Volibear shows, then I can actually split. I'm gonna run mid here. The fact that Lilia got that Zanya's off is kind of insane. She's dead, so that's good. Yeah, my team's just playing these fights really poorly. There's honestly not too much I can say because I go in there and I blow up Tristana, but then they're dying without me. You know, we can never just get a pick and then leave, because that's kind of how we have to play, right? Because look at our comp. Range, 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 range. You know, we can't really we can't really get in. I'm the only engage. So if I'm able to get in and get out, that's what we should do. And I am able to do that. But then it gets tricky when they go all in, following up my pick. You know, they're not just... It seems like they're just not really understanding how we have to play these fights, which isn't that surprising. I mean, we are, you know... We are in lower elo games. So, you know, for you guys watching this video that maybe are in lower MMR and trying to get out of it, think about how to approach these fights. You don't always have to go all in, like how it feels like my team is doing right now. Like there is a medium between all in and all out. Winning 5v5 is kind of impossible. That's really good damage though. But now we take that damage and we, you know, now we get dragon. Don't die. So now we just got Lilia Zhonya's. Jhin is bot. And now our team's getting collapsed on. Like, this is crazy. We actually killed Lilia. So we set that up perfectly for our team. Almost lost it, which would have really sucked. Don't quite have enough to sell boots yet for the item I want. Probably gonna go Youmuu's, just get some more damage and get some more movement speed. In terms of things we need, magic resist would not be bad. The issue is that the only real option for something like Rengar is Maw. And that item to me just isn't very good. If we can rotate up here and save Hui, this would be a game-winning play. So I'm going to actually cut them off the long way. Tristana still hasn't backed yet. She still hasn't backed yet, that's crazy. I don't think she understands that we can just end this game. I would like to end this game. GG's.